Okay, we good now. Man, I was about to start going off, man. I ain't pressed the red button. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this call because if y'all only knew, the stuff that I've been through in this business. I named this call, man. I named it Evolution Thriving. And you know what? I had asked somebody, I said, man, like, what do you think I should name this call? Like, what do you think I should name it? And she was like, I don't know, Lex. And then all of a sudden, I began to think about the things that I was going through. I began to think about the position that I am in right now. Hold up, man. I'm about to bust out in tears. My baby sister is on this call. Oh, shoot. Hold on, man. Hey, man, I got to find me a tissue, man. Look, man. Listen. Man, I see her name. Hey, her name is Rihanna. That's my baby right there. I'm doing this for her. Man, I'm going to let them tears fall out because I'm telling y'all, I looked in my left corner and I see her name and I'm like, hold up. I'm telling y'all, if y'all not ready for this call, get off the call because I'm not holding back nothing. I'm not going to hold back nothing on this call. I'm letting you know right now. Because if you thought about quitting, if you thought about, you know what, I can't go to the next level, I don't know what to do, I'm going to let you know right now. If you're thinking those thoughts, you're not fit. If you're thinking those thoughts right now, you're not fit. But I'm going to get you right on tonight. Hang on tight because I got some things I want to share with y'all and I'm not holding back nothing. I already said it. I'm not holding back nothing on this call. Man, let me just introduce myself. My name is Alexis Gallien. You know, I go by Lexi. I'm from a small town called Lawtell, Louisiana. And when I started this business in November of 2019. I'm telling y'all right now, when I heard about this the first time in 2018, like I was broke, like I was in college. I was a broke college student. And all I knew was that I needed something. I needed something better, but I knew like the job really wasn't going to do it. Like the job wasn't going to cut it for me. I was about to get a degree and didn't know where I was going to get a job at. I was about to get a degree the month before I heard about this business, and I didn't know where I was going to get a job from. And then I came into the business a whole year later because really and truly, I was afraid to invest in myself. Like I was afraid, like many of y'all were at some point in time. But here's the thing. All throughout 2019, I struggled. And hang on tight. I hope y'all got a pen and a paper because I'm telling you, not taking notes, you're not taking it seriously. You don't take yourself seriously. I'm letting you know right now. I see some eyebrows raising. Just hang on tight because we're really going to experience some turbulence right now on this call. I took my very first plane flight a few days ago on my tour. I've never been on a plane before. I've never been over 1,000 miles from my house before, from my family. And on that airplane, I began to experience a little bit of turbulence. The moment that the airplane took off, everybody was laughing at me because I was scared. But man, I hope y'all catch this. Sometimes you're going to be afraid of something. Sometimes you're really going to be afraid of where life may take you. But I'm going to let you know something right here. The end result will be so much better. That fear going to be out the door. It's going to be out the door. I'm telling you right now, because when I landed in California, I'm going to be real with y'all. Man, I got to wipe my nose, man. So listen, my own family, friends, whatever, they didn't believe me. When I told my mom I'm going to California, I said, Mom, I'm going on tour. She said, what? She said, what are you talking about? What are you talking about going on tour? What is that? I said, I'm leaving Louisiana. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. She said, I know you're not going to Florida. They got COVID over there. I said, they got COVID over here too. I said, I'm out of here. I'm going to California. You know why? Because I need to build this business. I need to make some impact. Somebody needs their life changed, Mama. Somebody out there needs this, and I'm going out there to get them. She said, well, just make sure you put your mask on. I got plenty. I'm telling y'all this right now. I had to get it in my head. You know what? Either you're going to evolve or you're gonna die. Because I'm gonna let y'all know something. I hope y'all taking notes. I hope y'all taking notes. If you're not evolving, you're dying. You're gonna die. If you're not willing to evolve, if you're not willing to change, you're gonna die. I'm gonna take y'all to science class right quick. I remember being in 7th grade, and I really wasn't too much into science, but I remember my science teacher began to teach me about some dude named Darwin. And he went to some kind of island called Galapagos. I hope y'all follow me, because I'm not just talking out the side of my neck. Some guy named Darwin went to Galapagos Island, and he began to see animals. These creatures, they look like something he ain't never seen before. These creatures, they were evolved in some kind of way he ain't never seen before. You know why? Because they were not touched. They were not touched and contaminated and tainted by an environment like it was in America or wherever he was from. I think he was from England. Those animals were so exotic. They were different because they were not tainted. Those animals were able to be in such of a habitat to where they were so natural. They were so natural and they were so original to where they were the way that they were hundreds, thousands of years ago. But over time, they had to evolve in some kind of way. See, I'm from Louisiana, so it's hot where I'm from. I'm by the humidity. So I don't know how close I am to the equator. I hope y'all follow me, because this is gonna go over some of y'all heads. I know it will. I know it will. Some of y'all failed science class. Some of y'all did, but I'm telling you right now, this is about to be a nugget that if you miss it, you missed it. I'm telling you right now. Some places are so close to the equator where it's gonna be hot, but some places are really far. You ever wonder why the polar bear can't survive in the heat? I went to the zoo today. And I saw a snow leopard. I'm in Kentucky right now, state number 2 on my tour. I saw a snow leopard. Man, if y'all missed this, I'm telling you right now. I saw a snow leopard in the heat. And I began to tell the girl that I was with, I said, something not right about this. The habitat is not right. It's hot outside and a snow leopard is in the heat right now. Why is that? This animal is not going to survive. This animal is not going to survive because it's not in the cold. It's currently in the heat in Kentucky, in Louisville, Kentucky. The animal will die in that zoo. Now, some of y'all are animal lovers and you probably like, well, I hope not. No, I'm telling you what's going to happen. The animal will die unless it evolves. The chances of that animal evolving in a matter of 10 years is not possible. So for some of y'all, you guys are going through some things. I got some notes down, but I like to talk. But I'm telling y'all right now, if you find yourself in a position to where you are not willing to change, if you find yourself in a position where you are not willing to do for somebody else in your business, you will not grow. Your business will not grow. You will not grow as a person. It's not going to happen because you're not willing to do something about that thing. Now, the thing is, I begin to look at the terminology, not just of evolving and thriving, but I begin to look at the word surviving. I hope y'all got y'all pen and y'all papers out. I begin to think about thriving. Thriving is whenever you living and you flourish in something continuously. You're profiting. Many of us, we all trade. And so if you thriving in your trading, that means you profiting continuously. That doesn't mean that you're not going to lose a trade, but it just means that you're winning more than you're losing. Whether I'm talking about trading or whether I'm talking about your health, your education, you thriving, that's continuously. Now, what about when I talk about surviving? Now, some of y'all don't know what it is to survive. Some of y'all do not know what it is to go through something. Because some of y'all had a silver spoon in your mouth. Now, I'm not bashing you because you had a different life than me. Bless Jesus. But I know for Alexis, for me, many times in my life I had to survive. I have my youngest sister on the call right now. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. She was too young to remember a lot of these things. But she's on the call and she can vouch for me. Some of y'all ain't never been through something to where you had to change. You have to change from the inside. I'm trying to contain myself. When you're surviving, it means that you are struggling to live. That you are struggling to get through something. Did y'all hear what I'm saying? It means that you're struggling to get through something, by any means necessary, you're going to do whatever it takes. By any means necessary, you're going to do whatever it takes to get there. The name of this call is evolution. Like literally, I'm not just talking about staying in the same place. I'm not just talking about staying at P1000 for a whole year and then you don't move on from that. You okay with that. But then you look at the next person and they have somehow ranked up or impacted more lives. And then you look and you're like, well, man, well, I guess I don't know what I'm going to do about it. What you mean you don't know what you're going to do about it? What you mean you don't know? What are you talking about? You need to ask yourself, do you want to change yourself? Do you want to have changed somebody else? This is not just about you. I'm telling you right now, I was on a call last night on a training call, but at the end of the call, I began to say something. If you are just doing this for you, you already missed. If you are just doing this for you, anything in your life, you missed it. Man, I got another little nugget for y'all. And I begin to think, and if you follow me on my Instagram, you already know what it is. You already know that everything that I'm going to do is faith-based. That's it. Ain't going to be nothing more, nothing less than that. Everything will be faith-based. And if y'all know C. John, y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know what time it is right now. If you've ever planted a seed, if you have ever had a project while you was in school, in elementary school, probably everybody on this call had a little plant. Your little second grade teacher gave you a little plant and they told you, hey, I'm going to give you this little seed and you got your soil and I need you to take care of it. I need you to nurture that seed, and whenever it starts to grow, I need you to continue to water it. I need you to continue to put it in the sunlight so that way it's going to grow. Do y'all understand? When a seed is just a seed, in order for it to grow, in order for the flower to come out of it, it has to go through a painting. That seed has to evolve into something else. It has to evolve. A snake, it has to evolve. It has to come out of that skin. Do y'all understand how much that may hurt that creature? Sometimes it's gonna hurt some of y'all too. Oh yeah, it's gonna hurt some of y'all to go through some things. It's gonna hurt some of y'all to derank. Been there, done that. I'm going through it right now. I'm not ashamed to say it. It's gonna hurt y'all when you blow that account. It's gonna hurt you when your husband leave you. It's gonna hurt you when the father of your children leave you. It's gonna hurt you whenever you get in a car wreck and you ain't got no car and now you gotta walk to work. Now you gotta humble yourself. Are y'all willing to evolve? Like, I'm not playing on this call. Are y'all willing to evolve? Because the only way you're gonna thrive is if you're willing to go through it. Is if you're willing to go through it, because if you're not evolving, you're dying. If you're not evolving, you're dying, period. Period. Just like that snow leopard I was talking about at the zoo. That snow leopard is going to die in Louisville, Kentucky Zoo because it's not meant to be in the heat. That's not its natural habitat. Some of y'all are looking at your environment. Man, I grew up in the hood. Okay. I grew up in the country. Okay. And I grew up without my daddy. Okay. My youngest sister, I don't know if she's still in the car. I'm pretty sure she still is. Yeah, she still is. My daddy did not raise my sister. She is currently 17 years old whenever he left. She was 5 years old. She's 17 now. Stop making excuses. Stop making excuses for the things that you've gone through in your life. If anything, use those excuses to fuel you. Let me backtrack. Use your circumstances to fuel you. To fuel you. Or use your circumstances to just be done with yourself. I hope y'all caught that. Don't get it twisted. Because the thing is, you gotta be willing to do whatever it takes. You gotta be willing to do whatever it takes. So many people have lived on the street And all of a sudden, now they're chairman. Some people in this business were on drugs. Some people in this business did not have a parent to raise them. And they've done what you say, oh, I wish I could do that. Oh, I wish I could do that. Why don't you? All that wishing that you're doing, you're not doing enough doing. You're doing too much wishing and you're not doing. Too much wishing and you're not doing it. I talked to my mama today a couple hours ago. And I began to express to her. She asked me, she said, how's the tour, Lex? How are things going? I told her, I said, it's funny that you would ask me that, Mama. I said, because to be honest with you, it's like things are not going as like I would want them to. She said, what are you talking about? I'm going to be transparent on this call because I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm telling you right now. I told my mom, I said, Mama, I'm going through some things right now. I'm having to rearrange some things. I'm having to put myself aside. I got to make something shake. She began to tell me, she said, you know what? She said, you're a little bit too hard on yourself. She said, everything that you want to happen right now in your time is not going to be like that. I said, I know, Mama, holding back my little tears. I said, I know that. She said, no, really. She said, the thing is that you just have to be patient. It's going to work out for you. I'm here to tell somebody on this call, like, I don't care what you've been through, whether you deranked all the way down to unranked or whether you pushing P2, but still, you still don't know how to really trade the way you want to trade, but somehow you P2000. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you failed that mathematics test in your class. Oh, I don't care what it is. The problem is that we're looking at other people evolving and we're looking at other people doing, and we're not looking at ourselves. We're not worried about what we're supposed to be doing. We're not worried about, oh, well, you know what? These are the things that I need to change in myself. These are the things that need to happen within my own self. That's the problem. This call is not to hurt nobody's feelings, but if your feelings hurt, you're going to be all right, baby. I love you. I still love you. If your feelings hurt, DM me after this call and let me know what's up. Because I'm telling you right now, if your feelings hurt, that means you want them to be hurt because you need to be hearing what I'm saying. I love every single person on this call, all 132 people, whatever, on this call. Every last person on here. Everybody that's on this Facebook or Instagram Live, it doesn't matter. Do you love yourself, though? Uh-oh. Don't, Lex, what you talking about? I love myself. Yeah, girl. I do my hair every week. Oh, yeah, Lex, I get a fresh lineup. Yeah, I love myself. Okay, whatever. No, baby, do you love yourself? Do you truly love and value yourself? Because guess what? If you value yourself, you will do whatever it takes to evolve. You will do whatever it takes to evolve. The person who grew up on the streets, the person who grew up with your mama, your daddy, drug addicts, molestation. I don't care. I'm talking about every single thing. You use that. You use that to go to cultivate yourself into something better. You better use that. That's all you got. You did. Half of y'all probably ain't grow up in no 2-story, 3-story mansion. I know y'all didn't. I know I didn't. I got a 2-acre field or whatever in the back of my house. I know you didn't. Use your circumstances and use your environment. Use that to cultivate it and to shape yourself. I'm not saying make yourself because I don't believe that. Hear me well, because I know who made me. I know who created me. But what I am saying is this. You use that. You use those things to evolve into something better. You want to go chairman? Do whatever it takes to get chairman. I ain't talking about lying. I'm not talking about finessing people. I'm not talking about that. Man, you got to have integrity on this call. Like, and I'm going to get out the way soon because somebody else is about to drop these gems that I want to hear so bad. I'm telling y'all right now, if you're not willing to go the distance, like, I'm thinking about a little Disney song. I don't know where I got that from, Hercules. And you're not willing to go the distance, I'm telling you, you might as well just throw in the towel. Throw it in. Now, some of y'all going to say, man, well, she told me to just give up. No, you told yourself that. Because you weren't willing to say, oh, no, Lex, I'm not throwing in the towel. Oh, no, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I left my house. I left my family. My baby sister, like, she on the call. I miss her, like, so much. But I told her, I said, I'm doing this for y'all. Who you doing this for? Oh, yeah, Melissa. Oh, yeah. Man, don't have me talk about sacrifices. Some of y'all don't know what a sacrifice is. But if you do, oh, yeah. You know exactly what I'm talking about. A sacrifice is whenever you're willing to just give it. I'm talking about, that's some pain right there. Like, I'm gone for 3 weeks. I'm so close to my mother and my youngest sister, like, it don't make no sense. Like, I think about my baby sister every day. Every day. It hurts. It's hard to be away from them. It hurts for you to go through what you're going through. But are you willing to grow through that? Are you willing to grow through what you're going through to get to the reward at the end? Are you willing to take the drawdown? You in $50 drawdown, but the reward is $500. Are you willing to just wait and be patient with yourself? That's the question that you got to ask yourself. I ask myself that every day. Sometimes I don't get it right every day. But I'm looking at all 130 something of y'all on this call. And I understand, like, I know exactly what that is. And like the person who I'm going to bring up, like, man, I've never met him in person yet. But I'm going to be so honored when I finally meet him. Why? I watched him from the time when I came into this business. He was only a P2000. So to see him hit Chairman 10 in my lifetime in the business is a blessing, but he was P2. And I remember watching him, and the first thing that caught my eye wasn't how he looked, it wasn't how he talked, but it was what he said. It was his faith. That's what got it. Because y'all already know how I feel about God. If you don't know, you're going to know tonight. But that's what caught my attention with this man. And I remember, I think I reached out to him, or I don't know, because it's been so long. And I talked with him, and I was like, I just love everything about you, and I don't even know you right now. And we've shared conversations over the months. And I appreciate him. Like, I truly, like, y'all don't understand. Like, I really appreciate C. John for even allowing me to even get on his same Zoom link. I'm the host on his Zoom link. Like, I'm honored. I'm so honored because this is a person that I truly look up to. Like, I'm marking my business, how I do this after him. Because I truly appreciate what he is doing in the movement and everything that he is doing to impact the lives of other people. So, man, like, without further ado, like, man, C. John, please take it away. Like, do you think, where are you? I got to make you host again? Oh, Lord, where's Big Faith? Okay, there's 2 Big Faiths. Okay, let me do this. Okay. All right, go ahead, C. John. I made you host again.
Let's go! We're not going to play with it today, family. We're not going to play with it. I need everybody to drop some big faith in the chat right now. I need everybody to drop some big faith in the chat right now. Because what she just did just now, she just ignited me. That's what she just did, right? If you guys don't know, the definition of ignite is literally put fire under it, right? She literally just lit a fire under me just now, right? Let's go ahead and drop some big faith for Lex. Sis, I love you so much. I already know Chairwoman is done. We already know that, right? But what you did on this call was more special, right? What you did was you gave it your 100. What you did was you shifted a certain type of emotion. What you did was you had people understand perspective. What you did was it was a definition of being able to move somebody. It was a definition of empowerment. And and every time I see you, every time I watch your stories, every time we talk, it's always a humbling conversation. It's always a humbling conversation. And you're one of my favorites to watch in this business, whether you're posting on social media, whether you're on IG Live, you're one of my favorites. Because I see a lot in you, right? That I seen in me, right? And you said a lot of things that, even just the way you delivered and articulated certain things, I was just like, wow, like, why was it that it was certain experiences going on before we already was going to do this call that led up to you being able to deliver what happened in your experience? And I'm outside. We actually went to go get some food, just because we've been grinding all day. This is pretty much our first meal. And I'm with a couple of guys from the squad. We're in Orlando. And the title was Evolution, right? And Thriving, right? And she touched on a bunch of points of elevating, right? Evolution and thriving. And it's crazy because I didn't really know what I was going to talk about, right? I didn't know what I was going to talk about or anything like that. But I realized, I was like, okay, I was talking about something earlier on a three-way call closing, right? And I was talking to this older guy, and I started to dig back to where I was and then where I'm at now. And that's the beautiful part, is whatever you're going through right now, that's something that you could actually go ahead and look back on and be like, I got out of it. I made it out of there. I made it out of there. And it's so beautiful that, like, the things that you're going through, the things that you're actually going through is meant for you to go through. Like, it's meant for you to go through. Like, you're supposed to actually feel that pain. Like, because the pain is going to be growth, right? So I started to think about, and I started to express myself, and I started to talk about what it is that, where I came from, and give you guys a little bit of background. Like, I grew up with nothing. I had my dad died at an early age. I was 13 years old when I lost my dad. Mom's was Superman, right? Mom's was Superman, working 2 to 3 jobs, and a lot of people think I come from, or some people think I had it, and I'm like, nah, like, my story is powerful too, because I really come from nothing. My mom working 2 to 3 jobs, and we were at a low point in life where we just couldn't get no type of income. We was living off of, my mom's one stream of income, and then she managed to get 2 to 3 jobs. And my mom is working 2 to 3 jobs, making it happen. And, one day I woke in the room and I see mom is crying. And I'm like, Mom, what you crying for? And naturally a son is going to go ahead and go hug their mom, and see what's going on. And I said, what you crying for? And she was like, I don't know how we're going to pay the rent next month. And I'm like, Dad, like, I'm a teenager. I'm about maybe 14, probably 15, I believe. And I'm like, Dad, like, I can't do nothing. Like, nobody won't even employ me at that age, right? So I started thinking, and I said, man, my dream was I wanted to go to the NFL, right? And, no one could tell me that I couldn't, just like nobody could tell me I wasn't going chairman, right? And I realized that, I couldn't do nothing to actually help my mom. And the only thing I did was I went back in the room and I just started working out. I started working out because I was like, I can't do nothing. And I started to use that pain to actually see how I can, like, get get stronger, get faster. And I started to work out, and those moments, like, I'll never forget. And I was just like, man, like, solely the whole purpose of why I actually do this is actually to retire her, to give her freedom. And that's done. That's done this year. That's done this year. And, I look at this opportunity and I see how we got teenagers, anybody who's, 18 and under, like, you being able to have a shot, at something that is so much more bigger than just you. Right. And I realized, I'm like, okay, evolution, right? Evolution, evolving. Evolving means your characteristics have to change. Your characteristics have to change, how you think, right? All of those are super, super key. Your characteristics have to change, right? What does characteristics mean, right? What is characteristic? It means features or qualities literally about you. So you got to start to break these words down and be very intentional when you're actually listening to something or hearing something. See, a lot of us talked about it before. A lot of people read books, and they're still not getting results. And I'm like, that's backwards, because I'm not reading half as much books as everybody who might be on this call, but I'm studying the chapters. That's what I'm doing. I'm studying the chapters. See, a lot of people love to have I went ahead and I got through that book, but maybe if you study the chapters, you'd be able to evolve. Maybe if you study the chapters, your characteristics will change. Maybe the quality in you, maybe your characteristics on what you do and how you're looked upon will change. And it's like, if you don't change those things, it's not gonna happen, right? Thrive, right? Thrive, right? Is really being able to grow and develop. Like, you gotta be able to grow and develop. Like, understanding that, like, if you're not growing in this thing, nothing's gonna happen. You can't just come in here and just pay the subscription or pay the one-time fee and not really be able to and expect things to just happen, right? Just have an expectancy, right? And, I always say, like, when you break down words, because I love words, aka, like, I study David Imonite, I study Alex Moore, I study them to the T. And you look at the word expectancy, right? Expect and see, right? Some of us are not expecting. You're not expecting the next ring. You're not expecting to make money trading. You're thinking about all the ways and why it can't happen for you. You haven't tapped into that flow state to where you're not scared of success. Some people are scared of success. Some people literally, I honestly think that people are actually timid when they're picking up the phone. Y'all might not even want nobody to pick up the phone on the other end. Y'all might not even want nobody to respond to that DM. Y'all might not even want nobody to contact you. It might be you're just so fearful that you don't even want to say the wrong thing, that you rather not have nobody hit you up at all. It's time to evolve. It's time to ignite. It's time to, be empowered. It's time to really wake up and grow. Like, get some growth. Wake up with growth on your mind. Wake up with growth on your mind, right? Becoming a greater person of you, right? Becoming a greater person over time. Like, you have to grow. Like, you got to grow. If you notice that, growth is just, moving or growing at, over time. Some people, you might be in this for 6 months. You might be in this for a year. And maybe something didn't click yet, right? And here's the solution. I'm going to give you a solution right now. For the people who maybe you've been at your current state, right, for 6 months. Maybe you've been there for a year. Maybe you've been there for 3 months, 4 months, right? You want to allow yourself to grow, but you don't want to get confused and stay in a consistent stagnancy, right? What you want to do is you got to figure out how to get poured into. That's the solution. Write that down. Never forget it. Circle it 3 times. You got to figure out how to get poured into. And they always say, like, you know, when the mentee is ready, the mentor will come. And sometimes people let that go over their head. They just expect the mentor to be there all the time. They expect the mentor to pick up the phone all the time. They expect it all the time. And it's like, yo, like, understand the mentor, everybody wants the mentor's attention. Everybody. But what have you been doing to actually earn that person's time? What have you been doing? Right? How about maybe you hit your mentor up, and maybe you hit your mentor up, right? Somebody was calling me. Maybe you hit your mentor up and maybe they didn't respond. Maybe you see what time you can get on with them. You know, see what time can actually be conducive to them. Be like, hey, like, I know you're busy, but what time do you have 15 or 5 minutes I need to be poured into? I don't think no mentor is ever going to say no to that. I don't think no mentor, but some of us don't even understand the communication of this is the season to get poured into. Like, if you're not getting poured into, you could kiss overflow goodbye. You could kiss it goodbye. Kiss it goodbye. You're going to miss a time when you're going to think back and remember that time we was in momentum? Remember that time we was popping chairman and chairman? Remember we was doing this? You probably didn't get poured in, because getting poured into, don't get it twisted. You got to get your feelings hurt during that time. During that phone call, when that person, AKA the person who wants you to win, that mentor, they're going to tell you things you do not want to hear. And maybe you're stagnant because you don't want to call them, because you don't want to hear the things that's going to help you go evolve. But you don't even know that you're in your own way. You don't even know that you're in your own way. See, the biggest thing is humility and humbleness. That's the only way you're going to get to the next level. Humility and humbleness. You got an issue with your mentor. He don't call you back. She don't call you back. She don't make time for me. She's not helping my team. He's not helping my team. I don't know. I've never gotten a call from, yo, you're in a group chat with at minimum 50 to 100 people. If you see somebody winning that's probably not directly your upline, I'm here to tell you, you need to go to the cross line. You need to go and figure it out, because they're winning. So I need to go ahead and get mentorship from them. I need to go get poured in. I need 5 minutes. We can do a timer, but I need 5 minutes of being poured into. The reason why certain people are not evolving, the reason why some people are not thriving, is because you're not getting poured into. But you keep talking about my team, my team, my team, my team, my team. I'm just not going to go ahead and enroll anybody, because I just want to focus on my team. What? That's not what got you to the rank that you're at now. It's not what got you. That's not what got you there. It's not what got you there. Why would you stop doing the thing that solely got you there? Why would you do that? You know what that's called? Management. What are you talking about? Nobody didn't get in this to be managed. You know what else that's called? Loss of volume. How you want to go chairman or platinum 600 or platinum 1000? How you want to evolve and you got 3? So you dependent on 3 new students to build your business. That's what you're doing? You dependent on 3 new students to evolve? You dependent on 3 students to go thrive? That's what you're doing? That makes no sense. Go get some more people, replace those people. They might still be in the business. They might be working. They might be doing their thing. But here's what I'm going to do, right? I see no movement, AKA no momentum. I'm going to go work with someone else, and I'm going to go create that momentum so that the people who weren't listening, yeah, we're getting results, and you still continue to not listen. You might be getting a little bit of results, but you're not listening. I'm telling you right now, if you're on this call, be submissive to the mentor. Be submissive to the information. The mentor actually wants to see you win. The mentor wants to see you win. Why wouldn't the mentor want to see you win? Why? Why wouldn't the mentor want to see you win? Why would they tell you something to hurt your business? See, you got to take a step back. You got to take a step back, and you need to reevaluate yourself because you're the person that's probably in the way. See, what I realized is that when I was at Platinum 2000 for 10 months, because a lot of people don't know that, I was there for 10 months looking to figure it out. And the only thing that got me to the next level was being submissive. I said, Gustavo, for those of you who don't know, Gustavo is the person who enrolled me. He personally enrolled me. I said, Gus, what do we got to do? I'm willing to do whatever it takes. He said, go touring. Don't you know, for 3 months, January, February, and I think in a little bit of March, I spent all my money to go all in with this business because I was listening and I was being submissive. I was listening to the mentor. I didn't think that was the right thing to do. I didn't even know it was the right, but I didn't give him no back to him. The one thing that I love that, I want to say I love, the one thing that Gus does, that he does that I love, he never talks about, the duplication that I'm doing. He never talks about, the hype. He never talks about all that stuff. The one thing that I love that he always talks about, and it's crazy because I'll speak to random people and they'll just say, yeah, Gustavo said, you're probably the most coachable, most humblest person on the team. Why does nobody want to compete with me for that? Why does nobody want to compete with me for that? Why do you just want me to have the first place trophy of being the most humble and oh yeah, he just good at that. What? You need to check yourself because everybody has access to Gus. You need to check yourself. Why am I not being submissive? Like, why am I not the most coachable? Why is my mentor not talking about I'm the most coachable? Why? It's because you don't listen. So therefore, you can't thrive. You cannot evolve. It's kind of like Pokemon. You want your Pokemon to evolve, and he ain't even the Squirtle don't want to evolve into a Wartortle. The Wartortle don't want to evolve into a Blastoise. It don't want to. The Pokemon don't want to evolve because it's scared. I don't know when you seen that episode with Pikachu, it didn't want to evolve because it was scared. It knew the characteristics was going to change. It knew the quality was going to change. It knew it was going to change, and some people are scared of change. You're scared of being directed. You're scared of taking a leap of faith. Shout out to Love and Lexi. Said, Mama, I gotta go help some people. I'm just like, yo, what? Like, she going on tour, first time, like what? Like, Mom don't understand, and she's just like, I gotta go do this. Right? And it's crazy because you gotta think of growing as, I gotta get developed. How can I be developed? We talked about, being submissive, listening. We talked about all those things, right? We talked about them, right? And you got development, right? The process of what is it? Hold on, let me go ahead and read this definition for y'all, right? Development, right? The process of starting to experience or suffer from alignment or feeling. Write that down. I'm going to say it one more time, right? Development, process of starting to experience or suffer from alignment or feeling, right? Now we understand what development is. It means we have to grow. It means it has to be fixed, right? We understand those things. Like, I'm gonna be honest, family. If you want to go ahead and thrive, if you want to go ahead and evolve in this thing, like, you got to start thinking much bigger, much sooner. But the only way you're gonna get in there, here's the secret, right? Here's the gem, right? Here's the gem of the night. You got to tap into your spiritual side. You got to tap into your spiritual side. You got to tap into your spiritual side. See, feeling is the secret. Feeling. Let me give you an example, right? When you feel, you show action, right? If I'm feeling like a chairman, guess what I'm going to do? The activity of a chairman. If I'm feeling like a Platinum 1000 and I'm only a P6, that means I'm doing the Platinum 1000 activity, showing action, right? Here's another example. When you like someone, when you got a crush on someone, what do? You show action. You text them, you call them, you give them a hug. The feeling is dictating the action. The feeling is dictating the action. So make sure, how do I get that feeling? Stop listening to music. You're not allowed to listen to music until after 12. You're not allowed to, maybe you need to put yourself on more punishment. You're not allowed to listen to music until the weekend. You're not allowed to listen to music until after 3 p.m. You gotta shut something down so you can actually go ahead and grow. You gotta shut something down. Routine. What is your routine? What is your routine when you wake up? Are you actually meditating? Are you thinking, whoever you believe that your creator is, or are you thanking the Most High? Like, are you thanking them? Are you thanking and being thankful and showing gratitude? How about most people on this call don't even show their mental gratitude? They don't reach out to them early in the morning and say, I just want to say I love you. How about we do an exercise right now? How about you text your mentor right now and say I love you? How about you do that? Because that's probably what you're missing. Your heart, it's the heart work. We keep talking about heart work. We keep talking about it. And some people still don't understand. Go text your mentor and say, I love you. Go text them and say, I love you. But after you text them, now what I want you to do is I want you to start showing that you love them. I want you to start calling them. I want you to start saying, yo, listen, like, before I get off this phone, because I don't know if I'm going to speak to you tomorrow, I just want to let you know I love you. See, gratitude is receiving. Keep showing more gratitude and things just happen in your life. The alignment just flows. Before you start to talk about somebody, you need to be praying for them. Before you start to talk about something, oh, this person this, oh, this person that. I caught myself talking about somebody. I said, nah, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. And I got my accountability partners there inside the store right now. I got my accountability partners, and they're allowed to check me. I said, if anytime you feel like I'm talking about somebody, I need you to tell me, bro, you need to pray for them right now. You need to pray for them. Some of us, you don't even gotta be, even if you're not really into, like, you're not really into God, you need to just close your eyes and say, yo, I want the best for this person. Can you change their heart? I hope this person changed their heart. Because we're not going to move fast unless we on one beat one sound, one heartbeat. Like, it has to move. If we want that, we're really experiencing overflow right now. We're experiencing it right now. Some of us are not experiencing it as much. Some of us are not experiencing it as much, but it's getting us to move a little bit faster with some urgency. You know what? Let me go ahead and do my PD and take this serious because there's overflow out there. Let me go ahead and do this because there's overflow out there. See, if you was doing the PD that we told you 30 days ago, if you were doing the intentionality stuff, doing everything intentional, aka do deliberately on purpose, right? Right? Deliberately on purpose, right? See, intentionality is doing it on purpose. See, at the end of the day, if I bump somebody, yo, you intentionally bump me? Yes. Right? So you gotta deliberately on purpose do the PD. You can't just listen to it. We gotta sit down and take the notes. We gotta circle the powerful words. We have to really take this serious. Like, I don't know. I know some of us are just, we doing reps after reps. Some of us doing, webinar after webinar. We can't seem to, I need you to operate on that faith. I need you to operate on that big faith. I need you to operate on that overflow. You know it's overflow. So why are we even going back and forth with somebody when we told you to write a list? Told you to write a list. You got a list of 100 people and 5 say no, we got 95 more to go. Somebody in there is going to lead us to the gate of overflow. I don't know who it is. Somebody's going to lead us to the gate of overflow. But what you need to do is, before that even happens, you need to check your heart. Who do you have it out for? Who are you not listening to? The way we move faster in this thing is we be super submissive. What do we got to do? Go ahead and just Google that later. Submissive. Just say it all day. Tomorrow, submissive. I got to be submissive. I got to be submissive. I'm submissive. I got to be submissive to somebody who got the results. I got to be submissive. What do they need me to do? The moment you say, I don't know if I'm going to do that, the moment you hesitate, you're not being submissive. You need to stop thinking and doing. That's the issue. You think too much. Stop thinking and do. Somebody tells you to do a video, drop the video. You got 7 days. Somebody tells you to get somebody on the phone, call somebody, figure it out. Hard work. Check your heart. If you're not getting results, it's probably because it's either the hard work or we're not moving with urgency. It's one of those two. Here it is. 2 nuggets for the night. If you're not getting results, it's either the hard work or it's not enough urgency. Here's what urgency does. It helps you move with speed. It helps you move with speed. You think an overflow is coming in slowly? It's coming in with speed. Speed is the momentum. Momentum is the overflow. The overflow is the duplication. Drop overflow in the chat if you guys are still with me. If you guys are still with me, drop overflow in the chat because we got to be on one accord. We got to be on one accord. It's saying a great book, 2, 3 gather in His name, it shall. It didn't say it was done already. It said it shall. That means we got work to do, so it shall happen. We got work to do. We got to work on the PD. We got to work on the hard work. Some of us is doing everything we got to do. We're doing the PD, right? We're getting people on webinars, but maybe we got it out for somebody. They might not even be in this business and you got it out for somebody. I know it because there's no way that somebody could be doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And I always love to use these 2 examples, right? and I'm gonna wrap you guys up in the next 5. The Love and Lexi, right? And Brianna, who the Golden Gaze on IG, right? Those two, I always talk about it. I don't know what it was, but they were doing reps after reps after reps, and they weren't getting results. I don't know what happened, but it had to been something with the heart, and maybe the heart was connected to the belief. Maybe they didn't fully have belief. Maybe they didn't know how it was gonna happen. Maybe they weren't moving with enough urgency. Maybe it was just the reps. Maybe it was the faith had to be connected to the heart. Everything is gonna be every equation's gonna somehow involve the heart. You can write that down. Every equation is gonna have some type of alignment with the heart. It's gonna be all right. Do I really believe? Do I really have faith in this? Am I moving with urgency? Urgency means that you fully believe. You're moving at speed. You're moving with speed. It's easy for somebody to get on and say, like, I don't know if Eric is on here, right? Eric from Houston. Eric came in and said, "Yo, listen, C. John, I can't. This is all I got, bro." He said, "What do you need me to do?" Before he even locked in, said, "Yo, 100 names, cool." Gave me the 100 names, right? You're gonna hear about him soon. He gonna be popping these ranks. The next day, yo, C. John, if you don't mind, can I give you another 100 names? I've never ever heard nobody ever say that to me, ever. And he said, "Can I give you a list of another 100?" I said, "You sure can." That list is called capital. That's what that's called. That's your capital. And all we need to do is collect a decision. Hits me up the next day and said, "Bro, I got another list of 100 people." I said, "Okay, overflow." Okay, it really is overflow. It really is. He overflowed the names. He overflowed the list. He was and as soon as he locked in, the day he locked in, he said, "Yo, can we get on the phone with somebody right now?" He just got into business. He didn't even get through the academy. He said, "Listen, I know the trading gonna come, and I don't really got too much money to put into trading, but I know there's money in this capital. I know there's money in this passive income. I don't know everything, but y'all know everything. I'm gonna leverage you." I said, "Okay. Yeah, y'all got products that work. I'm gonna leverage you, bro. I don't know everything, and I don't need to know everything because y'all got a system. Who am I to come in and just say, you know what? I'm already in final form already. So, like, I don't need your system. Let me grow first, and then I can show people." So you're not gonna be humble enough to trust our system that we've been doing for 2 years, for 3 years. Well, let's just say 4 years, because I think Gus been doing this for 4 years. So you're not gonna trust the system that's been put in place because you think you're bigger than the system. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. It really doesn't. Really doesn't make sense. You want to wait till you get it, so now people got to wait for their blessing because you want to wait till you get it. They have to wait to evolve. They have to wait to be in the thriving mode. They have to wait to be in the they have to wait to get some of this overflow because you want to focus on you. You want to focus on you. The center of attention. You think it's all about you, but no. I just want to know what I'm talking about. You can hop on a Forex informational opportunity call every single day, and you can learn about it by the way certain people deliver and articulate the information. And now, y'all thought I just knew it. I was listening to people presenting, and I said, okay, I like the way he says that, and I like the way she says that. I'm gonna put that in my arsenal. And I said, there's passive income out there. There's people that don't trade binary. There's people who don't trade Forex, and they're making $100,000 a month. Who am I not to get my blessing? Who am I not to bless somebody else? How am I gonna just let me figure it out for 30 days, AKA most likely I probably don't got no capital, before I start speaking to people? See, you keep thinking it's about you. And that's why you're not evolving in your trading account. And that's why you're not evolving in your binary account. That's why, because you're not working with the heart. You keep thinking it's all about you. I need you to go right on your paper, you, and I need you to cross it out, because it's not about you. You got an X marks the spot. It's not about you. Sorry. I love that some people left this call, because it probably was some people who actually just a student in this. Probably don't have a 2 and free scholarship, and it probably wasn't even looking to do that. They're probably like, man, he talking about me. I feel some type of way. Let me get off the call. Well, congratulations. We just talked about hard work, and you couldn't accept the constructive criticism. You need to check your heart, because it's not coming at you, it's for you. It's not coming at you, it's for you to hear. This call is about evolving. This call is about evolution. And you plan on staying at the same spot. You plan on staying where you exactly are while others are elevating. You got to figure it out. Tap into your faith. Tap into your spirituality. And you cannot play with this thing. You got to grow. You got to grow. You got to be submissive. If you guys miss anything on what I said, you got to be submissive. In anything that you do, if anything to driving or evolution, you got to be submissive. That baseball player who's hitting home runs was submissive to his trainer. Whatever I got to do, I'm going to do it. That basketball player was submissive to his coach. That UFC fighter was submissive to whoever was training him. That NFL player was submissive to the weight room. So he said, I got to go do this, right? That person that does karate, he was listening to his sensei. How submissive are you being? Do you talk to your mentor every day? Or do you talk to them 2 times a week? 5 minutes. Text message, voice note. Send them a text and say, listen, like, I know I'm not going to be able to get on a call with you, but can you send me a voice note? Got to get poured into. Sorry. Sorry, but not sorry. I got to get poured into. It's overflow season. I refuse to miss this. I refuse to miss this. Type in the chat, it's time. It's time. You know what time stands for. Things I must experience. It's time for you to go start experiencing. Time. It's time. It's time now. It's time. It's time. It's time now. It is time. It's too much success going on. It's time. Bryce Thompson, submissive to David Imonite. It's time. We cannot play with this no more. If you don't know that it is time, you're going to miss this overflow. You're going to miss this overflow. You need to listen and apply. You need to be submissive. Oh, no, I don't just be listening to nobody. I don't just be doing. I'm here to tell you, you're going to be broke. You're not going to be able to take. And when you're broke, now you can't take care of your family, and now your family suffers. You think just because you don't got money that you suffering? You think it's because it's not working for you that you just suffering? Your family's suffering too. We got to go on bully mode, family. We got to go on bully mode. I need you, if your thing is the products, I need you to ask your mentor, yo, I need to do a training for the team. I know these products. I know these products. Hey, I need to get on. I need you to put me and get me ready. I need you to train me, get me ready because at some point in time, I want to do a harmonic scanner training. At some point in time, I'm looking to go ahead and bring some type of value. My P600's on the call. Make sure that you find your value. You got to make sure you find your value. You got to be submissive, family. Submissive. I keep saying this word because a lot of people don't want to do it. They don't want to do the submissive stuff. They don't want to do it. I could tell for sure that the Love and Lexi that just came on and dropped so many gems, I could tell she's submissive. I could tell. I don't know who told her to go on tour, but I think she really wanted to go. She just went. She said, I gotta go. I gotta go. Submissive, family. Like if you don't take anything from this call, you need to be submissive and you need to figure out how to get poured into. You got to figure out how to get poured into. Some of y'all cups is half empty. That's why it's not moving with overflow. It's not moving. You having a little bit of flow, but you're not having overflow. You're not having overflow. You just having flow. All right. I don't know where you're at. We're going to do something different today. All right, let's see if you guys are being submissive. I'm going to unmute all the lines, and we're just going to scream for greatness. We're going to scream for the things that we want. If you got a pillow or something, go get the pillow right now. And we're just going to scream for greatness. If you got people that sleep in your house, you better get one of these then. Get one of these and you give me one of those. But give me something. Be submissive right now. Let's practice that. Let's practice being submissive, right? So I'm gonna unmute everybody, and on 3, we're gonna get it. 3. Build a business.